Once there was, and once there was not, a girl who asked many, many questions. She lived with her mother and her father in a small house on the edge of the wood, and every day she would ask the questions of, why is the moon in the sky? Why is the grass green? Why do the birds sing? And her mother and father did their best to answer. But one day she asked the question, what is time? And they knew not what to say. That night the girl could not sleep for the thought of it. She tossed and turned and turned and tossed in her bed until she could take it no more. So up she got, and she wrapped her cloak tightly around her and slipped into the light of the full moon. Now her mother and father had always told her never to go out into the dark wood alone at night. But it was oh so still and oh so beautiful that she walked deeper and deeper and deeper into the wood. And as she was walking, not an owl did hoot or a leaf did stir. Well, soon the girl realized that she was in a place that she had never been before. And there, across a great clearing, underneath the branches of an old oak tree, sat a gypsy caravan. Now, the girl's mother and friends of her mother sometimes went to an old gypsy woman for a brew or a cup of tea to see their fortunes. So the girl thought, well, if my mother can ask questions of the old woman, why can't I? So she went up, and without even a knock or hello, she put both her hands on the door and pushed it open. And as she did, she began to fall. She fell up and up and up, past the clouds, past the stars, past the moon in the sky, until she found herself falling right up at the feet of a giant loom, which in front of sat a very old woman. "Ugh!" said the girl. "Where am I and who are you?" "Oh," said the old woman, "I am Grandmother Time, and this is my Starry Loom, where I weave everything that ever was and everything that ever will be." "What?" said the girl. "Everything?" "Why, yes," said Grandmother Time, "everything." "You weave time?" "Yes," she said, "I weave everything." And the girl said, "Well, that's ridiculous. I know that everything does not come from a loom." He said, "Oh, Grandmother Time, is that so?" And with that, she picked up a golden thread and put it into a magic silver shuttle, and she began to weave. "In the beginning," she said, "there was nothing but a thread. And as I began to weave on my starry loom, I wove everything that ever was. Why, I wove the gods of old. I wove the bear and the raven and all the creatures that ever was. Why, I even wove a beetle." "What?" said the girl. "A beetle? No, you can't expect me to believe that you wove a beetle." "Why, yes," said Grandmother Time. "It was a most famous beetle indeed, and that beetle went on to write one of my favorite songs. Let's sing it together, shall we? Everyone together now. Yesterday, all my troubles seemed so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday." I just love that song. "Why, I woven, weave the dreams of all the men and women and even the gods and goddesses. One day I wove quite a lovely dream of a rainbow and the goddess Iris, who I sent down into the land of the Chimeria to enlist the help of Hypnos on a very special thing. Well, Iris went and found him in his cave, and he was sitting upon his throne, sleeping, all of the dreams at his feet. And as Iris came in, her great beauty woke him. And when he began to open his eye just a wee little bit, the nightmares from the back of the cave began to stir and gnash their teeth. And with that, Mother Night picked up the golden thread. "Wait," said the girl, "what happened? What happened with the nightmares? You can't stop the story there." "Oh, really?" said Grandmother. "I don't believe that you are quite old enough to hear the rest of the story. And besides, shouldn't a little girl like you be in bed?" Well, as all of us know, young children do not like to be told that. And she got so angry that the girl began to stomp her feet and gnash her hair and put both of her hands on the back of Mother Night, Grandmother Time. She pushed her from in front of the Starry Loom, and she set down herself in front of it. And the silver shuttle jumped up to their hand and began to shoot back and forth and back over the loom. She could not stop, try as she might. "Ah," said the girl, "I can't stop. Help!" "Oh," laughed Mother Time, "works every single time." And with that she packed her bag and she started off down, down, down. "Where are you going?" said the girl. "Well, everyone is in need of a wise old woman like me, especially now." With that, Mother Night slipped past the moon, past the stars, past the clouds in the sky, down to the earth below, where you can meet her even now. And that was how the young girl came to sit in front of the Starry Loom, weaving everything that is and everything that ever will be. Or did she now? And snip, snap, snap, this tale's told